I'm Dan Galusha, and welcome to another edition of Dan's Fishing Tales. A couple of things I want to talk to you about today. One is right here. We've already talked about this in a short video. This is the Handing Fishing M1 reel, the new one that's out on the market. It has been doing absolutely great. I have got 15-pound test casting line on here. You wouldn't believe how this thing casts. No backlashes because I do have it adjusted properly. But the other thing, and this is, I'm using it on an 8.5 foot air rod. Now, why would I do that? Well, I'm making long casts like from here, and I'm fishing baits such as this one right here. This is a Z-Man, and it's called a FattyZ. So you got a lot to pull the hook through, except that I got this slot right down here, and that's how I rig it. I bring the hook down and through and then come out the slot. But that's not really what I want to talk to you about, because I've told you about that before. The thing is the hook that you're going to be using. There's a couple of them that TTI makes. There's an X point and a ProX. Now, why would you use one over the other? Because they both got that X point to them. This one is the ProX. Now the ProX, especially when I'm casting longer distances like this, I want two good things out of that hook. I want to have a point that's going to penetrate, and it's not only going to penetrate the plastic, but at the fish's mouth at that distance, because you don't have a lot of hook setting power. Another thing that you want is a strong hook. Now this is something that people don't really think about when they're Texas rigging like this, but a hook, if it's weaker than the other one, which the X point is a little bit weaker than this one, there's a certain amount of spring to it. Again, that cuts down on the hook setting abilities. And we're trying to set that hook way out there, because I'm casting way out there. And I'm using a 3/16 ounce sinker, but with this reel and this 8.5 foot rod, I can really put it out there. So we're going to make some casts, and we're going to see if we can get a fish, and then you'll see what I mean on the hook setting ability. Well, now you see what I mean. I was cast way out there, as you can see, and I set the hook with that 8.5 foot rod, which has got a lot of bow to it too. And by golly, that hook, it got into that fish without a doubt. I mean, and again, that's the ProX hook, and also you can see the way that thing casts. Now I'm casting out there long ways with that, no backlash whatsoever. I used my thumb a little bit because it's just natural. I'm just not used to those type. As you can see, not too bad of a fish for a start, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to talk to you about the hook, how important the hook is, and why these ProX hooks are so great. I mean, I really can't say enough for them. They're a super hook. I've been using them. I've always been an X-Point guy, Daiichi, and then they come along with this ProX. I got so stinking many choices, and a True Turn. And yeah, they got that too, the True Turn hook. Great hook if you want to use it like for panfish, especially. You want to use the bleeding, the one that's a blood red True Turn, great. But you know, we're going to get this fish unhooked here, and Then I'm going to get him in the water and we'll get out of here. Oh, by the way, I'm going to show you this real quick before we go. You notice right here, it slipped down in here. I bring it into the head, of course, when I'm putting it in this way. But you see that slot right there? Well, that slot, that's why on these Z-Man things they have that elastex. And I'll tell you, that's tough stuff. And using that slot instead of the whole body really helps. But when it gets torn up, as I'm going to show you here, that's what I want to show you. In fact, it's so stinking tough, you can't even get the hooks there, guys. What I want to do is I want to hook that in a little bit different spot. So, because I'm still going to use it, you can see it's really torn up down here. So I'm going to bring it around like this. And here's the thing about this ProX hook. Now it's going to have to do more penetration. So I'm going to stick it into the side of this thinner wall. And there we are, like that. So it's ready now to cast. And I'm going to do some more fishing. But you got to go. So until next time, get out in the water and enjoy a great day of fishing.